Hi, very good evening to all of you. So today we are going to discuss about the important topics to get 10 GPA or A1 in biology. So if you observe, we have 10 chapters. We have 10 chapters in biology. So in the 10 chapters, what chapters are very important to get minimum 30 marks out of 40. So if you see here, nutrition chapter. What is mean by nutrition? So nutrition chapter is the first chapter. In this first chapter, all the lab activities. First one lab activity there. What? Hydrilla experiment. Then after what? Presence of starch test. Okay na? Presence of starch test. Starch test. Carbon dioxide is important for photosynthesis, and also sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants. Okay na? So all these, and hydrilla experiment. Hydrilla experiment, we can expect these four for 6 marks questions. Okay na? All the activities. So these all activities are important for 6 marks questions from this first chapter. And also if you see what is malnutrition, and malnutrition deficiency diseases, nutritional deficiency diseases, marasmus, kwashiorkor. Okay na? Overeating, obesity, we can write. So these are the important. Next, mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism of photosynthesis. Next, 4 marks questions. Tables, vitamins table, enzymes table, and also heterotrophic nutrition in Cascuta. Okay, so these are the important topics in your first chapter. Please read carefully. Again, I am telling you, presence of starch test, carbon dioxide is necessary to form starch, and sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants, hydrilla experiment, malnutrition, deficiency diseases, mechanism of photosynthesis, and tables. What tables are there? Enzymes table, digestive enzymes table, and also vitamins tables. So these are the important topics from your first chapter to get good marks in your first chapter. Next one, respiration. If you see respiration, differentiate between photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis and respiration. Differentiate between photosynthesis and respiration. Next, one more differentiation is there: aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. Aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Next, if you observe anaerobic respiration in yeast, one lab activity is there in second chapter. Anaerobic respiration in yeast, one more question. Then after combustion, what are the observations of combustion during the combustion of sugar? Okay, the combustion. Next, then after heat is evolved during respiration. Sprouts, one activity is there, so that is also important. Next, then after one more, carbon dioxide is evolved during respiration in sprouts. So these are the important topics you have to get from the next flow chart of pathway of air in human beings, and also steps in respiration. Steps in respiration. So these are the important topics from your respiration chapter. So from this any one chapter, they are going to ask one 6 marks question and one 4 marks question. If they ask 6 marks from first chapter, so 4 marks question will come from respiration chapter. If they ask here, it will be changed, vice versa. Next, transportation is nothing but what? Circulation. In new book it is circulation. In old books it is transportation. In transportation, what we have in transportation chapter? Right. So in transportation chapter, first internal structure of heart, internal structure of heart, explanation and diagram also. Then after cardiac cycle, then after cardiac, what is meant by cardiac cycle? Single circulation and double circulation. Okay na? So these are the important topics from transportation or circulation system. 4 marks question. There is a 4 marks question. Differentiate between arteries and veins. Okay. So these are the important topics from your transportation chapter. Okay. Next, excretion. So excretion means what? Kidney. So LS of kidney diagram and excretory system diagram. Excretory system diagram. Then after, nephron diagram, structure of nephron, mechanism of urine formation, So these are the important topics from this excretion chapter. If you read complete these 4 chapters completely, you will get 2 essay questions, 2 6-marks questions and 2 4-marks questions. You will get 2 into 6 is equal to 12 and 4 into 2 is equal to 8. Minimum 20 marks you will get from first 4 chapters only. So please read first 4 chapters clearly, thoroughly. Then after go with another chapters and do not read the new questions. Whatever the questions you have prepared previously, please concentrate on it. Do not try or do not read new question answers now. Right? Next. Next. So there is a coordination chapter. Coordination is nothing but what? Neurons. Nerve cell. So structure of neuron is diagram. Structure of nerve cell. Nerve cell diagram. Next. Types of nerves. Types of nerves. What are they? Afferent nerve, efferent nerve. And next, brain diagram, parts and functions. Then after, endocrine system. So it is there in old books, page number 100. That is in 108. Okay. So these 2 tables are very important. So they may give 4 marks or else for 6 marks also. Next, after this, we have story of insulin. So these are the important topics you have to read first in coordination 5th chapter. Next, in reproduction chapter. Okay, in reproduction chapter. So this is very important chapter. We can expect 1 more 6 marks from this reproduction chapter only. So what is that? Female reproductive system. Diagram plus explanation. Also. Next, male reproductive system diagram plus explanation. Next, double fertilization. Next, floral parts of the flower. So these are the important diagrams and explanation also from 6th chapter. So in this chapter, they may ask sometime, what is artificial propagation, natural propagation? Artificial propagation and natural propagation also there. Right. Then after, one more topic is there. What is the topic? Here if you observe one more topic, what the topic name? Difference between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Asexual and sexual reproduction. Differences. So we have to write point wise 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is asked for 6 marks, we have to write minimum 6 points. Okay, write like this, like point wise. Okay, Right, next, one more question is there about cell division. What is cell division? Mitosis, meiosis. Okay, mitosis and meiosis. So in mitosis, what we have? P matter, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Diagrams and explanation also. From the 6th chapter, we can expect these are the important questions for your final examination. Next, in 7th chapter, coordination in life process. So here also we have some activities. So all those activities are important. What are the activities? Are first activity, how can you say that stomach is a mixture and grinder of human beings? Right, next, ENS is called as secondary brain of human beings. Why enteric nervous system is called as secondary brain of human beings? So these are the important questions. Next, propulsion, grinding, retropulsion. Next, mastication. What is mastication? What are the tooth present in our mouth helps to mastication? So 4 types are there. No, we discussed already. ICPM. Incisors, canine, premolar, molar. 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the dental formula of human beings. Next, acid leaf experiment. Acid leaf experiment. Next, potato cycle tube experiment. Right, so these are the next, one more diagram, Willis diagram, schematic diagram of Willis diagram. So these are the important topics from your coordination in life processes chapter. Right, next, here one more question is there. Next, very important, heredity chapter. Heredity. In heredity chapter, this is very important. We can expect from 6th chapter, reproduction, or else from heredity they will ask one 6 marks. Okay, 6 marks question, or else one 4 marks question will come. If they ask 6 marks from here we will get 4 marks. If they ask 6 marks here, we are going to get a 4 marks question. So in that, why Mendel selected pea plant for his experiment? Pea plant for his experiments. Who selected Mendel? Why Mendel selected pea plant for his experiment? Next, what are the 7 contrasting characters in pea plant Mendel observed? Contrasting characters of pea plant. Next, third one, what is Darwinism? Okay, next, Lamarckism, analogous organs and homologous organs, and evolution also. What type of evolution? Convergent evolution, divergent evolution also there. Next, why human beings is called as moving museum? Just 2 marks question, but it is very important. Next, monohybridization plus dihybridization. Monohybrid, dihybrid, 9:3:3:1. This is called what? Mendel's law of independent assortment. Explain the Mendel's law of independent assortment. So these are the important topics from your heredity chapter. Okay, na? Right. What are the embryological evidences? Next, sex determination human beings. This is also one more important. Sex determination in humans. Okay, na? So these are the important topics from your 8th chapter. So if you read first chapter, second, third, fourth, 6th, 8th completely, you may have the chance to get minimum 32 to 34 marks from only these chapters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 1 means what? Nutrition, respiration, circulation, excretion, reproduction, and also Heredity. So how many are there? Total 10. Out of 10, if you read the 6 chapters, you will get minimum 32 marks from it. Right, next in our environment, ninth chapter, our environment, our concern. So in our environment chapter, ecological pyramids, and what is meant by ecological pyramids? Who started? Charles Elton in the year 1927. All the information is there in our YouTube class. And next here, pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. So all these 3 pyramids, and pyramid of biomass in aquatic ecosystem also you have to read. Aquatic ecosystem. So these are the important topics in this. Next, 10% law. What is mean by 10% law? Right? So like this you have to read 9th chapter. Next, if you go with the 10th chapter, natural resources. Natural resources. So very easy questions. What is mean by natural resources? How we have to conserve them. So like forest. What are the conservative methods of forest, soil and water? Next, 4R model. 4Rs. What is 4Rs? Reuse, reduce, recycle and recover. And next, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. What are fossil fuels? How can we conserve them? And sustainable development. One more question is there. Sustainable development. So these are the important topics you have to read for your final examination. And all the best. Thank you. And please subscribe and please support my channel by watching my videos. Thank you. Yours Surendra sir, and all the best. Definitely if you practice all these questions, you are going to secure 10 GPA in biology. Mostly that is compulsory 38 to 40 marks you are going to get. Even part B also will be covered only from this all topics only. So these are the main topics you have to read. Thank you.